Welcome to this channel. I want to do a quick guide on how you can work with pictures, formatting the pictures based on the purpose you have in mind. We'll be using Microsoft Word for this illustration, and this is particularly to guide the arrangement of pictures as an appendix to a document. Let's say you want to attach it to a document, or you want to create a separate document. So for this guide, we're going to create a separate document. First of all, we need to open up our Microsoft Word. I'm sure you're familiar with how to launch your Microsoft Word application. Okay, so this is our Microsoft Word environment. We use the insert function, or we drag and drop method. We use the drag and drop method. So I would like to first begin by using the insert option so that we can get familiar with both methods. So I want to insert at this point. I usually would like to set my orientation. For this purpose, let's set to landscape from the layout tab, and on the layout ribbon we go to the page setup section and click orientation and choose landscape. You can also do that by double clicking on the ruler guide. So this is our landscape orientation now. Then going back to insert, we want to insert pictures to this document. So we go to insert, the illustration group, we choose pictures, and then choose this device. So from here we navigate to downloads folder where the pictures we want to use are all located. Let's change the view to extra large so we can see the pictures we are working with. So these are some of the pictures we'll be working with. Just to illustrate, let's begin with with this one. Double click or click once and choose insert. So your picture is here. I usually prefer using the first page for a description of what the picture or the appendix is all about. So I hold down my control and touch enter key on the keyboard. That takes it to the next page. It's a page break method. So we have the first page blank. From here we can type what we want. Let's place this in the text box. We can actually type directly on the page. So we just change the font face. Let's say we want the Berlin, and then extend or resize the shape the way you want it to be. Increase the size. You can do that using the icon or the drop down. Let's say we want it at 36, and this is appendix A. By who? You can put your name or your number, whichever you prefer. And then let's have a little effect on this shape. Go to the shape format and the shape effects under shape styles group. The preset we want is let's just pick this, and that's all. We can quickly add a little shadow to it. All these are not necessary, please. If you prefer, depends on your preference, but for me, I usually like this. Adds more life to my work. So this is our first page. Now for the second page, remember we inserted this picture. I will hold down the control key and scroll to reduce the view. So the picture format, I want to also add an effect to this picture. Let's say we want this effect. This is just for illustration. We need to wrap text the picture, wrap text this picture. This will help to make the picture interact with text and make it easily movable. For instance, if I want to move it around, I'm dragging, but it's not moving. It's not moving because of the current wrap text option. So we can use the wrap text option from the picture format ribbon. Take note, this ribbon is a contextual ribbon. The picture format ribbon is a contextual ribbon. What I mean is, if the picture is not selected, if no shape is selected, your cursor is directly on the page, no object is selected, you will not find that ribbon until you select a picture or graphic, a shape. That's when you see the shape format or picture format menu tab rather, and then the ribbon will be out. So we select this and wrap text. Go to the wrap text under arrange group. It's currently on the first option there, in line with text. So let's change that to let's just use in front of text. Time will not permit us to go deep to explain the differences, but I hope that in subsequent videos you'll find that option. This is just to illustrate this guide, and then we have this picture already. Remember the method we used to insert this picture. So we want to now add a description to this picture. What is this picture about? You don't just add pictures and leave them blank. So we can do that by adding a text box. This is a text box we used here. So we can simply copy it or duplicate, and then certainly we need to resize and drag down to the next page, or cut and paste. We have cut, and then we come to this page and paste. And then position. You see, this text box cannot go below more than the point it is. I want to place it between the page and the picture. So I have to wrap text it. Call that text wrapping. So let it be in front of text, this last option. Whichever option I use, I can now easily move it around. So we resize, change the size of the text, and then maybe we call this proposed walkway, for instance. So at this point, this walkway have not been worked on. And take note, this is just an illustration. It can be used for any purpose. So we assume we are done with this. We can group these two pictures or shapes so that they can become one, and you easily move them together. And then for the second page, I'll just do two ways to insert pictures. Yes, three, but two. And I'll explain the third method. So for the second method, we use the drag and drop. From your desktop environment, we go to our taskbar and choose File Explorer and go to Downloads. Let's change the view. Okay, so this is what we want to insert now. Let's just insert this. We click and drag at this point. So we click on the picture and drag to your taskbar. Point to the window that is open, the Microsoft Word window. take your hand up and then release the pointer, the mouse button. So you see there's a difference between these two pictures. For this one, it's just the picture the way it is, whereas for this picture, there's a shape, a frame around it. So we have to repeat the same process to add a frame to it, text wrap it so that we can easily move it around. You can easily move it around, can easily resize it to the size we want. And let's just use this. And then we have to insert a new shape again, copy and paste for that particular picture. And what's the description of this image? Let's say that these are materials. So we are done with this. We group these two, select the two, and then choose the group option. Now the last for this illustration, will be to save us the stress of repeating the entire process formatting this picture. Before the last, let me sharpen this picture. Select the picture, go to picture format, and then go to correction under adjust, and then sharpen it by 25%. You can as well change the brightness and contrast option. You can see the differences. So whichever one you prefer, time will permit us to go deep to explain why and which option you should use. So I want to insert a different picture. At this time, I don't want to repeat all of this process of sharpening the picture, text wrapping it, and all that, adding frame. So I simply copy this particular picture that has this effect already. Go to the page I want and paste. And then we have the same picture in two places. So we simply edit to change this picture, replace this picture with another one, or maintain the format. So how do we do that? We go to select the picture, ensure that the picture is selected, take note, and then go to your dynamic ribbon, go to your contextual ribbon, the picture format, click on the tab, and then choose change picture. Under the adjust group, this ribbon, this is the icon for change picture. So we click. Your version may be a bit different from mine depending on the version of Microsoft Word you're using. I am using 2021. So if you are using the same, it should, I think 2021, 2018 and others should be the same. So we select the picture we want to change is in this device, and in downloads menu, let's change the view so we can see them. So we are going to use this one now, and then insert. So you see that everything is the same. Everything is the same. So we only need to change the description here. Let's say work in progress. So we are done. And then at this point, let's assume we are done with our placements. So even if you want to place 100 pictures, you use the same method. We proceed to save as PDF, since the file we are working with, the page you're uploading to, demands PDF. So you save as PDF, export. Let's export to desktop, and then let's call it illustration and publish. So I want to believe that this guide is helpful to you. You attach as appendix If you had another appendix as separate document, you can name it Appendix B or C, depending on the case that you have the situation before you. So I want to thank you very much for staying with me. I would like to appeal that you subscribe to this channel, turn on notification bell so you can be notified whenever there's a new post. Thank you very much. See you in our next guide.